2000. Ladies and gentlemen, our dignitaries for this evening's event. For our dignitaries and honored guests. Thank you. You may be seated. My apologies in advance. My Polish language is very, very limited. And so therefore the names, I apologize that they're not accentuated, articulated. At this time, keeping true to tradition, our past Marshal sashes our new Marshal. However, this year, due to unforeseen circumstances, we regret to inform you that unfortunately the 2014 Marshal, Miss Elizabeth Stajanowski, is unable to join us this evening. However, accepting an honor on her behalf and saying a few words is going to be Mr. Walter Stajanowski.
Thank you. Dzień dobry. Good afternoon. I would like to thank you for your being here this afternoon and for your support of the Pulaski Day Parade. It's my pleasure to be here on behalf of my cousin, Ella Stajanowska, to accept the honors of representing the great people of Borough of Staten Island, Marshal, at the 2014 Pulaski Day Parade. This is a distinction that Ella is proud to accept with great pleasure and enthusiasm. Ella is presently in Europe with her family and will be returning to Staten Island in the near future. In addition to being a proud daughter of Poland, Ella is a remarkable human being. Ella of great assistance to me and my family as she helped take care of me in my home. She is kind, patient, and compassionate. Ella displays great commitments to family and friends as well as the Polish community at large. She is proud of her Polish heritage and instills that pride in the children and grandchildren. All these qualities make Ella a unique and special person. Staten Island Marshal is an honor that Ella most wholeheartedly deserves. I proudly accept this sash on Ella's behalf and look forward to meeting you and seeing you at the parade. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Stajanowski. Thank you once again, Mr. Stajanowski, and congratulations to Elizabeth. And now I would like to introduce you to say a few words, speaking on her experience as well as her gratitude for being the 2013 past Marshal. We have Miss Bożena Nevrzedowski.
I would like to thank you, all of you, for coming this year Marshal Ball. Thank you for electing me as a Marshal last year and for supporting the Pulaski Parade Committee. I was proud to represent our borough to march with fellow Polish American on Fifth Avenue. It was an honor to serve the Polish American community from Staten Island last year. I wish all the best for this year Marshal Elizabeth Stojanowski, who is about absent today, but will represent us at this year's parade. Thank you, all of you, and have a wonderful time.
Thank you so much. A special congratulations this evening to all our honorees. We're sure that you're starving and want to get dinner underway, but before we do that, we would like to call upon our president, Mr. Zbigniew Nagur. Oh my goodness. When you're put on the spot and you're nervous, it just never comes out, no matter how much you practice. Nagroki. You guys can all quiz me later, I promise. Nagroki. As well as our Vice President, Marie Posłuszny-Costa, just to say a few words on behalf of our organization.
Chciałbym przywitać wszystkich na naszym tegorocznym balu i podziękować za tak liczne przybycie. Jako prezydent miałem mało czasu na to, żeby zorganizować to lepiej. Przepraszam za niedociągnięcia, które w ogóle zaistniały. I welcome everybody who is attending the Marshal Ball, and I hope everybody gonna have a good time. Thank you for the people who is coming like they was before, and I welcome every new members which one is gonna join our organization. I joined this organization like 3 years ago, and I'm proud because look like we did something before. We don't even have so much communication with the media, all this stuff. Now we got contact with the media, and we want to extend our organization to all people in Staten Island. I like the General Marshal message, which one says, "We united and the Polish w jedności siła." I hope that's going to be Staten Island, never going to say everybody this forgotten borough. We're going to be much more visible as a Polonia, and we're going to be like the leader for the other group. I hope so. Excuse me. I like thank from the bottom of my heart for every officers and members our organization. I believe without them this event is not going to be happen, and especially my vice president, who has much more experience than me in this organization, and he was very helpful. And I hope we're going to working together, make this organization much bigger and visible for everybody, even our politicians and all, everybody. I think that's our goal in the future.
Thank you, Zbigniew. Don't go away. Don't go away. I have something for you. One moment. I'm just going to say a few words in English. I just want to thank Zbigniew for being such a wonderful president for us. I also want to thank everyone who made this day possible. Hinda, thank you ever so much. The journal is absolutely beautiful. She did this all on her own, getting all of the information from all of the subscribers. and Zbigniew for being patient with her and stapling every one of these and folding them just so perfectly. We greatly appreciate the wonderful job you both did as a team. To Eva and Božena, I thank you for the reservations that you were able to put all of this together and seat everyone in their proper place. For Chip and Larry, thank you so much for being our judges for the Miss Polonia contest. Tommy, for the flowers that decorate your tables. Janina, for always being there to feed us and to cater to us at our meetings, and always being the perfect hostess. We greatly appreciate that effort on your part every meeting. And Katarzyna, for always keeping us in budget and making sure we're not spending too much money. And last but not least, we would like to thank Walter for always being there as our mentor and as our leader and making sure that things are done just properly. And for the members who left this organization and have now come back, we welcome you sincerely. For those who can no longer attend our meetings or be as active, we thank you for your past support and for continuing to support us at organizations such as events such as this one. We look forward to encouraging our new members and especially our youth to become more involved in our Pulaski Association and the Polish community on Staten Island. Thank you.
And just before you both are seated, we're very honored today to receive an official proclamation from the Office of the President of the Borough of Staten Island, James Odo. I'll just take a quick moment to read this through. Whereas the Polish Americans have formed a community on Staten Island where they have shared their unique culture, strong sense of civic pride, wonderful cuisine, and tremendous zest for life. And whereas each year we recognize October as the official Polish American Heritage Month as an important opportunity to pay tribute to the accomplishments of Polish Americans in our community and throughout the United States, while honoring the memory of the Revolutionary War hero, General Kazimierz Pulaski. Whereas, on October 4th, Grand Marshal Elizabeth Stoyanowski will lead the annual General Pulaski Parade up Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, representing Staten Island. And whereas the proud Staten Islanders of all backgrounds join in celebrating the countless gifts Polish Americans have bestowed upon our society through their history, their heritage, and their humanitarianism. Now, therefore, I, James S. Odo, President of the Borough of Staten Island, by virtue and power of the authority invested in me by the laws of the City of the State of New York, do hereby proclaim that the month of October as Polish American Heritage Month in the Borough of Staten Island, signed and sealed by our very own Office of the President of the Borough of Staten Island, James Odo. Anyone would just like to take a photo of the proclamation? Our camera? Great. And last but not least, we have words from our very own president of the General Kazimierz Pulaski Day Parade, who's a resident here of Staten Island, Mr. Richard Zawisny.
Very much, Jennifer. It is a great honor to be here with you in Staten Island, for Staten Island is very important to me. I emigrated from Poland in 1962, traveled the same shores, same ocean that General Kazimierz Pulaski traveled to. General Kazimierz Pulaski, the person we honor each and every year, if it were not for him, maybe we couldn't enjoy the freedom here that we are enjoying right now. We as Polonians must be proud of this great American Revolutionary War hero. Therefore, I would like to invite all of Staten Island to come out on the first Sunday in October, which is our great day. This is the day Fifth Avenue in New York City, the center of the world, becomes Polish. I'd like to invite each and every one of you to come out on that day. I'd like to congratulate the Staten Island Pulaski Parade Committee on the wonderful job of getting this event together and keeping our traditions alive. After all, we all come here, whether we were born here, whether we emigrated here. We must not forget our traditions. And the way we keep our traditions alive is through events like this. It's also through events that are held at our local parishes. After all, this year, we are also honoring St. Paul John Paul II, a true hero, true religious leader of the world and of Poland. He has traveled the world 25 times over, more than any other pope ever in existence. I'd like to also invite each and every one of you here to our banquet. Our banquet, it will be held on Saturday, September 27th in New York City. That is where all of the different contingents, 40 some odd contingents, will be represented by their contingent marshals and Miss Polonias on a great stage. And believe me, if you ever saw this, this is one of the most beautiful parts that Polonia delivers each and every year. And this is what our organization does. We try to get all of the organizations together from the tri-state area. We get groups that come from Canada, from Utica, New York, from Pennsylvania, and we put them together. So this is our task of the General Casimir Pulaski Parade Organization, to take 20,000 plus marchers and line them all up and march up Fifth Avenue. The day will start off with a mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral. This year, we have Archbishop Józef Kupnik from Wrocław, Poland. What we try to do, we try to get an American bishop, an American cardinal, just can celebrate the Mass. And we are grateful that St. Patrick's Cathedral allows us to have a Polish Mass on our great day of celebration. So most importantly, it's a very special thank you to Staten Island. I just wanted to mention Staten Island being special, that I emigrated here. I attended St. Adalbert's Parish. I get to go to all of the different Polish parishes in the tri-state area, which is extremely rewarding. At St. Adalbert's, Monsignor Falchak, when he was there, he was the first Grand Marshal of Staten Island during the 60s. Monsignor Falchak came from, I believe it was Pine Island. And then after that, we had a little bit of where Staten Island went into like a hibernation. And then later on, we had, in 1998, I was the Grand Marshal of the Pulaski Day Parade, and that sort of woke me up to my Polish heritage and wanting to do something in America. When you come to America, you fulfill the American dream. My father kept telling me, don't ever forget where you come from, and give back to that community what that community gave to you. So that is my obligation. I plan to stay in this organization. It's a wonderful organization dealing with the city. It is not that bad, but it's very difficult. In New York City, they cut our parade. We used to start from Washington Square Park, then they cut us back to 26th Street, then over the years, now they put us to 36th Street. We as Polonians, and especially the young people, get an organization together, whether it's in college. We have all these organizations in the parade. If you have an organization, get on PulaskiParade.org and we'll line you up. Don't let New York city tried to take this parade away from us. We must all show your support for the Pulaski Day Parade, because believe me, as time goes on, there are other ethnic groups that may have 10 parades, but they want a 13th and they want to knock us out. And I've had this problem in my tenure over the past 12 years, I would say about 4 times. We have other issues that we work on. We want the Empire State Building. Could you try to adjust this? Thank you very much. We try to get the Empire State Building lit. Last time I got the Empire State Building lit when we had a Grand Marshal, Senator Raymond Leshniak. He sort of had the power to get in. We Polish people, years ago, used to have judges, congressmen involved. All of a sudden, I don't know where they are. Our youth is so much more educated. But please, when you get educated and you get your different scholarships from Polish organizations, don't ever forget about your Polish heritage. You want to keep it alive, and you want to keep it in the history books, and do not let the others try to take you out of the history books, which they always try to. They always try to mock the Polish people. We have to learn to stand up. This business with the concentration camps. They were Nazi concentration camps, not Polish concentration camps. You should follow this. We had a problem. We had a president of the Kosciuszko Foundation, Mr. Alex Starożyński. He sort of attacked the press worldwide. He got a relief. They promised they weren't going to do it. Well, you want to know something? Another fool just did it in New Jersey. And this is what Polonia has to do. Learn to unite, stay together, one way, join the different organizations that you have. They're wonderful organizations. And to me also, why this is all special to me, my father came here to the United States of America to fulfill a dream, to have a business in America. I helped him fulfill that dream. It was wonderful to get involved. And I'm grateful helping him to fulfill that dream, to open up a store. I met my beautiful wife, reared me 5 beautiful children, and I'm happy, and I want my children to always take part in the Pulaski Day Parade, whether in a baby carriage, and I'm very proud that they do. And they do join the different organizations. And otherwise, look, Staten Island, you're very important. Just come out, support us. This is when we get together every first Sunday in October. Thank you, and I'm glad for being here. A przepraszam bardzo, ale tylko kilka słów po polsku chciałem powiedzieć. Parada Pulaskiego jest takim specjalnym momencie dla nas wszystkich Polaków, kiedy my możemy się znaleźć bok obok siebie na 5. Alei i przywitać cześć naszemu wielkiemu bohaterowi, generałowi Kazimierzu Pulaskiemu. Dziękuję i miłej zabawy życzę.
Thank you, Mr. Zawisny. You can all see why he's such a great leader for us. So as we get ready to enjoy the rest of the afternoon, in honor of us not forgetting where we come from, let's celebrate and enjoy our Polish heritage together. We will be back momentarily, a little after dinner, to introduce our lovely candidates that applied for our Miss Polonia pageant. So we'll be back shortly. Enjoy the afternoon. Thank you.